Good morning, class. How do you feel when it is raining? When it rains? I think you feel very happy. Everybody feels happy. I also, you also, all the people on this earth, all animals, birds, trees, plants, everybody, all become happy and satisfied. So today we are going to read a poem, Rain in Summer. And who is the writer? It's Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. The poem is Rain in Summer, and the poet is Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Let us see the next slide. Now read about the poet. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, from 1807 to 1882, was an American poet born in Portland, USA. He was also a professor in various colleges in America. He is famous for his lyric poems, which are known for their musical quality. He also wrote a lot about legends and mythology. Let us see once more. See, this is the picture of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Now see next. About the poem. About the poem. Yes. In the poem, Rain in Summer, the poet is overjoyed by the rain shower on a hot summer day. Everybody is happy when it is very hot and it started raining. Everybody. He then goes on talking about the calming effects of rain has on humans, animals, and nature life. Means all feel happy. It may be human, it may be animal, it may be nature. Sick people, tired peasants, and animals all are made happy by the rain. So this is about the poem. Now the poem you see, Rain in Summer. How beautiful is the rain after the dust and heat, in the broad and fiery street, in the narrow lane. How beautiful is the rain. How beautiful is the rain? Exclamation is there, means the rain is very beautiful. Because it was very hot, it was very dusty, and it is very happy to see the rain after so much dust and heat, and after the broad heat day, it was very happy to see the rain. How it clatters along the roofs like a tramp of hoops, how it gushes and struggles out, roam the throat of overwhelming spout. So when the rain touches to the roofs, so it gives a very much sound. It makes a noise as if objects are knocking against each other. Means a lot of sound is there when the raindrops are falling down. So there was a lot of rain and there was a lot of sound, and it was feeling like the sound of very heavy steps, because the rain was very heavy. It was raining heavily. Therefore, there was a lot of sound of the raindrops. How it gushes and struggles out, roam throat of the overwhelming spout. And it was looking that somebody was roaring, somebody was shouting, and there was a lot of noise due to rain. Across the window pane it pours and swift and wide with a muddy tide. Like a river down and the gutter roars, the rain, the welcome rain. So it is water everywhere, window pane. The drops of the water, drop of the rain are striking to the window pane. A sound is there. Mud is there. And it pours and pours. It's filling everywhere. Swift and wide, swiftly, widely, with muddy tide. Means everywhere it was water, and the color was muddy. Like a river down the gutter roar. Means like a river was everywhere because water was everywhere. And like a river down gutter rain, the welcome rain. So all were very happy to welcome the rain as it was water everywhere and the water was muddy water. The sick man from his chamber looks at the twisted brooks. He can feel the cool breath of each little pool. His fevered brain grows calm again and he breathes a blessings on the rain. So, a man is described who was not feeling well, but when he also sees the rain, his fevered brain grows calm again. Means he was not feeling well, he was sick, he was feverish due to heat, and when it started raining, he became calm and quiet and cool, and he was also very happy and breathes blessings on the rain. And he was blessing the rain and he was very happy to enjoy the rain. From the neighboring school comes the boys with more than their wanted noise and commotion, and down the wet streets sail their mimic fleet till the treacherous pool. Means there was rain, there was water everywhere, and when the boys came out of the school, because there was a school in the neighborhood of the man, and when the boys came out of the school, they became very happy because it was raining, it was water everywhere, and their noise was early, more than any other day. Means they were shouting. And down the wet streets, in the down wet street, the streets that were full of water, they were enjoying there, they were shouting there, they were playing their water boats there, and they were mimic fleets. Means they were playing with their paper boats in the treacherous pool, because there was water everywhere and it was looking that the pools are there on the roads, and the children were playing with their paper boats. So everywhere it was happiness spread by the rain. Now see the next slide. In the country, on every side, were far and wide, like a leopard tawny and spotted, scratches the plain to the dry grass and the drier green. How welcome the rain. So now it is the turn to welcome the rain of the earth, because the earth has become spotted like the leopard due to the heat. There were many spots, there was no grass, and it was tawny, means yellowish. Everything was become yellowish due to very much heat. So, and when on the scratches scratches were there. So the land that was waiting for the water, that also welcomes the rain, that also enjoys the rain, and everywhere it was spread happiness. Now see the next slide. Yeah. In the furrowed land, now it is the turn of animals. In the furrowed land, the toilsome and patient oxen stand, lifting the yoke and cumbered head, with their dilated nostrils spread, They silently inhale the clover's scented gale and the vapors that arise from a well watered and smoking soil. For their rest in the furrow after toil, their large and lustrous eyes seem to thank the Lord more than man's spoken word. So, what is shown here? That the animals are there and they are very much tired after working in the fields. They were also waiting for the rain because it was very hot. And when they were working on the fields in such a hot weather, they were very much tired. And when it started raining, they also became very happy to inhale the sound, to inhale the smell of the earth. In furrowed land, the toilsome and patient oxen stand. Furrowed land means the land that was plodded. The oxen were there plowing the land, and they were very much hard working. They were very much tired. Patient oxen, because they were very patient means they were bearing everything, the heat they were bearing. Lifting the yoke encumbered. Yoke encumbered means head burdened with the load of the yoke, a wooden frame fastened over their neck, because they were plowing in the fields, and they silently with their dilated nostrils spread, and there was a dilet that was throwing from their nostril. It was become very big, and they silently inhale the clover scent jail, small plant grown as food for cattle. It is clover, and silently they were inhaling the smell of that. And when the vapor that arise means when it started raining and vapors arise, they were also very happy and they enjoyed the rain and they seemed to thank the Lord. It was looking that they were thanking the God for the rain and they were very much enjoy near at the tree. From the under the sheltering tree. Now see next. Near the hand, from under the sheltering trees, the farmer sees his pastures in his field of green, and they bend their tops to the numberless beating drops. Now it's the turn of the farmer. He is also enjoying the rain because he was waiting for the rain so that his crops may be very good, his crops may be the best. So he was waiting for the rain and he seems to thank the Lord. And he was waiting from under the sheltering tree. The farmer sees his pastures, the field of grain. He was looking his fields of grain that were filled of water and they were very much happy. As they bent their tops to the numberless beating drops. And the farmer bend their toes means he sit on his toes and thank the God for the numberless drops means for the rain that was coming. It was raining on that day and the farmer thanked God a lot. Of the incessant rain he counts it no sin that he sees therein only his own thrift and grain. So the farmer was very happy to see the incessant rain. Incessant means continuous rain, because it is the only continuous rain that will quench the thirst of the land, and the land will be green everywhere and it will produce more and more grain. And when more and more grain will be there, then prosperity will be there and all will be very happy. It may be animal, it may be farmer, and it may be the people all around, because rain brings prosperity, happy with it. So all were very happy to see the rain, to welcome the rain. It may be boys, it may be peasants, it may be animals, it may be land, or it may be any sick people. All were happy, all were enjoying the rain. Now see the rhyme scheme. What is the rhyme scheme? Let us see. It is a rhythmic pattern of the rhyme at the end of each sentence. It is called the rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme is denoted by the letter A, B, C, and so on. So every similar rhyme in the stanza is denoted by the letter A. Now see, for example, the example we are taking, how it clatters along the roofs like a tramp of hoofs, how it gushes in the struggles from the throat of the overflowing. Now see, roofs and hoofs, the same sound is there, so A. Now struggles and flowing, they are say different than B and C. So what is the rhyme scheme? Out and sprout are also there. Struggles, out, and overflowing, sprout. So what is the rhyme scheme? A, B. So what is the rhyme scheme? Hoofs, hoops, and out, sprout. Their same sound is coming from the two words. Hoofs, roofs, out, sprout. Then A, B. So this is the rhyme scheme of the poem. Now see the next. It is alliteration. It is also the poetic device, alliteration. It is a literary stylish device. It is the repetition of the same sound, of the same kind of sound at the beginning of the words in a sentence. Means the letter will be same. Just breathes are blessings, well watered and smoking soil, fearless fields, rapid and rushing river. See here, breathes a blessing, BB, well watered, fenceless field, rapid and rushing and river. So this is the alliteration because the repetition of letter is there, and these are the example of alliteration in the poem. Now see simile. Simile is a figure of speech which directly compares two things. They might look different from each other, but similarity and made between them. A simile is denoted by the use of like, as, or then. For example, in the poem, the falling of the rain on the roof is said to be like the sound of horse hooves. So it's the comparison. The falling of the roof, rain on the roof, is said to be like the sound of horses' hooves. Okay? Now let us see what is the conclusion. The poem describes the kind and the cooling power of rain. The rain, when it falls on the dried and the tired earth, renew it and gives it fresh energy. It is not only affects the earth but everything on it, from humans to animals, giving them peace and happiness. So the conclusion is that rain has given happiness to all. It may be human, it may be nature, and it may be animals. So it's bye for today. It's about the poem. Tomorrow we shall do it again. Bye.